Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I know I'm late. I am notorious for I'm prepping everything. I'm getting everything ready. I'm like, okay, it's 2 minutes to 5. Let's go. And then I realize I have no idea where my phone is. And it's actually super humorous to watch as I run around like a lunatic trying to find my phone. Now, it is a good thing for my Apple Watch because I can ping my phone, but that's how I have to find it. You know, like a 2-year-old. It's awesome. So, my dears, this is so exciting. I've got little bits, hanging around because I'm planning on what we're going to do here. But this launched yesterday. Now, yesterday was a very important day in this world. Yesterday was the day that the Celebration's second release launched. It was also my birthday. Happy birthday to me, Stampin' Up. Thank you. So, get this. All of a sudden, partway through Celebration, we get the chance to pick some newbies. And so, again, we had all those amazing ones we could do. Hi, Jojo, with $60 orders and $120 orders. And so they've released some new ones because let's be honest, some of us have got them all now. Some of us have multiples of them all now. Hi, Nancy. Okay, so we have got the Flowering Foils Specialty DSP. Now that one's free with a $60 order, okay? And so again, it's a 12 by 12 pack and I'll show it to you right here. We're actually going to use it today. This is kind of cool. And so these ones have all got, foil in them. Okay. So you've got kind of 1, 2, 3. I feel like there's one more pattern. Just a sec. There you are, down at the bottom. Got some gorgeous ones there. Okay. Anyway, so you get 12 by 12 package of those, which is one of our options. Like right now I'm trying to answer we're trying to figure out where I'm live. North Shore Stamper. Whoops. Facebook page. I think I just put North Shore Tamper. I'm hoping she remembers what it is. There we go. Okay. And so then we've got now a couple here. This one's free with a $120 order. So this one it's called Rise and Shine. And if you remember that Cup of Cheer stamp set we had before, that was from the Christmas catalog and we had coordinating dies. So this goes with it. We're not going to play with this one today. I just wanted to show you them. Okay, next. Oh my gosh, I love this one. This one's called Well Dressed. Super manly little stamp set there. This one's free with a $60 purchase. You're watching with ice on your hip. Hello, my Denise. Hi, Elizabeth. Okay, next one. So very Vellum Specialty DSP. I'm going to be honest. I can't see this one lasting long because... Just a second, I'll show you. It's so stinking cute. Not only is it vellum. Hello, Christine. It's colored vellum. And not only is it colored vellum, it's embossed vellum. So life is not going to get much better than this, people. So we've got a few gorgeous colors in here. We've got a Pool Party. We have got a Pear Pizzazz. And then we have got Highland Heather. And you've got 2 of each. Okay. Oh, there. Nicole, you made it on. Yay. I was messaging you while I was doing my Facebook Live. Anyway, so again, I don't think this one will last super long. But this one is free with a $60 purchase. Okay, people? Next one that is in here, this stamp set is insanely beautiful. It's this one here. It is called the Tags and Bloom stamp set. So this one's free with a 120 order. It's a huge stamp set. And just a second, I'm trying to find, there. I was grabbing my punches that went with this. So this one goes with 2 punches that came out in our mini catalog. Oh my gosh, Carol, are you okay? It's so funny. I was trying to remember where everyone was. And, you start running through people's names in your heads going, okay. And I was like, I know Carol has mentioned Tennessee before. So I was panicking going Nashville, but I'm hoping that you're all good. Okay, so we've got this punch too. These ones went with this. I mean, you can always buy the punches and start working towards getting that one for free. Anyway, okay, I think that's it. Have I got them all? Yes. And then it just goes into reminding you everything else that's there. People, be aware. As of right now, the metallic Baker's Twine combo pack, it has sold out. So has the Golden Honey Specialty DSP, and so has the Kerchief Card Kit, okay? Are you ready? So today, kind of fun. I'm being super lame and cheating, and we're actually going to make a card that is straight out of one of these because it was a busy week. We had a ton of stuff. So what I've done is I have pre-cut a piece of that gorgeous foil DSP that was there. And I've got one of our note cards. So these are the note cards that come in a package. Bonjour, Martine. Thank you, Debbie. And these ones, we've got the little note cards and the envelopes that come in a pack. Okay, so I've just cut a piece of DSP to match. Hi, Eve. Okay, so we're going to put that one down. Now, this is like coolest technique. we have these amazing little foam brayers, super easy to kind of mess around with. You can change your actual centerpiece super quickly. The package comes with 2 handles and 4 of the kind of rollers, okay? There's Darlene. And so what I'm going to show you today is this gorgeous foil paper that I was showing you. Again, what's the name of it? I've already forgotten. I don't know my own name. Flowering Foils Specialty Designer Series paper. Okay, so the Flowering Foils Specialty DSP is a super cool, you can use a super cool technique. I'm fine and dandy. My neighborhood was spared. Oh, hun, it's absolutely horrific watching it. Hi, Deb. Okay, so what we're going to do next, sorry, I think my phone's slightly tipped and it's bothering me, is you're going to grab this brayer. Now, because this paper has got foil in it, that foil, there's Diana. That foil is going to resist ink. So this is like coolest concept ever. So what I do with mine is I take my ink pad and I take my brayer and I start rolling my brayer, and I only roll it in one direction because if I go like this, are you understanding that we're just going to get ink on that one spot, right? And we do not want that. We would like a fully inked brayer. So I'm rolling it up. Now, hi Kim, before I start rolling on my paper, I start off the paper. Obviously, before I start rolling on it, I start off it. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to put this down and we're going to go like this. And you're like, Ange, I don't see anything. Give it a second. You will. Are you starting to see the magic happen there? Yes? Oh, maybe not. You get more of a reflection than anything. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm rolling that ink. And I'll hold it up in a sec. Oh, yeah, you're starting to see it. So you want to start off the paper when you use this technique. I could probably have inked my ink pad before I started. Because if you start on it, you tend to get this like line, which is not what you want. So we're going to start off and each time roll completely on and off. You don't want to be, oh, thank you, Roseanne. You don't want to be starting your rolls on the paper at all because you will get a line. And you can even kind of see that center line where I'm finishing each time. And so we'll feather that kind of out. Okay, is everyone understanding? Yes. Hello, Jeanette. So what's happening here is the paper's taking on the ink, but the foil is resisting the ink. Yes, kind of cool. So you can make your own DSP basically in any color you want at this stage in the game, okay? So we're going to give it a little bit more. Really muscling into this one. Okay, next thing we're going to do. Hello, Bobby. I'm going to close that up. Otherwise, I'm going to wear it. We're going to take some Pear Pizzazz ink. So again, this part's nice and easy because all I do is pop that off. And what I do in mine is I have 2 sets of these. And I've got one set that's like for greens, one's for yellows, one's for pinks. And I just use mine like that. And so I've got one of each. Now, I didn't have a light blue and I did not have a green. So we're going to go through. We're just going to ink them in Pear Pizzazz. You can tell that this ink pad was a little bit more juicy. Is it blurry on everyone's end? Just a sec. Can I do anything about that? See if that helped. I just did this little like touchy thing. I don't know if that helps. Okay, let me know. So now we're going to turn it and we're going to start the exact same thing. Yeah, you know what I'm seeing is I feel like it is blurry too up here, Sue. I don't feel like it's super sharp. Nope, not here. Okay, so I'm going to start off the page again, peeps. Not blurry. Okay. Sometimes if you get off and come back on, it'll improve it. So now, look at that. I'm going in with the Pear Pizzazz, people. We're Pear Pizzazzing it. Now, I'm not wanting a line in between the two, so I can kind of start to schloop it. Because schlooping's a thing. All good here. Can't read your code? Really? And Sue, it's you that said it was blurry. Isn't that interesting? Okay, VMRUQCNC. Isn't that weird? Hello, Denise. Denise, do you know that I hadn't really made the connection as to whose sibling you were? I love it. Okay, so we're going to go foop, 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 kind of work those lines in. So Denise, we're using the new foil paper that was released yesterday, okay? Yes, we're going to blend it. You got it, girl. Now, you could actually pull out some blends. You could pull out some pool party blends. You could do whatever you want with this stuff because you can actually color right on the paper. But I'm just going to kind of doot. I'm doing like a little crosshatch here. Okay, good there, good. And so you can see we don't have like a distinct line. and they kind of just sloop together. Anyway, so you can see, gorgeous, gives you a really beautiful effect. Next job, okay, put that down. We don't need that anymore. Well, we need it, but not yet. Is we are going to grab some Whisper white paper. Probably should have had that out to start. There we go. I got my bag. And I've got a mess on here. Oops, there's paper. We're going to use our... Oh, I did not take it out. I know what I did. I went looking for it. So Sentimental. There it is. And then I realized my dies weren't there. You went out and came back in much clearer. Okay, good. Isn't that funny how it does that, Annette? So we're going to grab this one here. And this is the one that says, I can't thank you enough. And so, oh, look at this. I haven't even used it yet. How have I not used it? That's mildly embarrassing. This is like my favorite kind of font one. I would like more hours in a day so that I can use every stamp set that I actually buy. No judgment. I know there's not a day long enough for that, is there? Okay, so we're going to come in here. Again, this is if you haven't mounted one of our cling mounts, this is perfect, okay? So you just kind of peel that little backing off. You take your stamp off of the rubber, and then you just kind of line it up right over top, just like that. And then you peel it up, and yay, super clingy. Look, haha, not falling off. Like, remember the old ones? They jumped off on you. We would start doing weird things, like snailing them to our blocks. Okay. So with this, what we're going to do is we're just going to grab a clear block. We're going to put it on. Now, something I have shown you before, and it is just something I do, and you could use an eraser to do this, or you could not do it if it doesn't bother you. I don't like that ink doesn't always adhere super well on a brand new stamp, and it's just because there's a really light film on them. So I just take a nail buffer, and I just keep this one for this, and I'm so light. Like if I did it on now, see, it's not even leaving marks on my hand, okay? So I'm just going like that. Okay, so I'm embarrassed how many sets I haven't touched it. Shh, Christine, we're not going to tell anyone because you're like me then. Okay, so what? Oh, you know what? I think the difference is I think they actually use Pretty Peacock. Should we try that? I feel like it might make it a little bit more vibrant. And can we do something? Let's get crazy. Watch this. We're actually going to go back. I'm looking at their sample. I'm like, it looks a little bit darker than what I've done. So we're going to try this. I think that Pretty Peacock and... you haven't seen me in a while. Well, I was here last. I'm always here Wednesdays. I never bail on my Wednesdays. I was actually helping my mom and dad move on the weekend. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. We're gonna see how dark this is. Okay. Oh yeah, baby, that's it. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Look at how much more vibrant that is. Definitely, it was Pretty Peacock, people. It was not a pool party. Okay, look at that. Oh, I like Pretty Peacock with Pear Pizzazz. Okay, and again, I'm just trying to blur. We're going for the blurred lines here. And so poor Sue Smith, she came back and forth. Okay, good. I'm glad that you guys are seeing it better. Yes, doesn't that look more vibrant? Lovely. Okay, first step we're going to do is we're going to take that scrap of our Whisper white paper. I'm going to ink this one up in Pretty Peacock, and we're going to stamp it just kind of at this end. Now this one I'm not worried about how close I am to the edge because we're actually going to have to do a little fussy cutting. Next thing we're going to do is you are going to grab your chamois because we don't want to keep that ink on there. Take it off. Or are they moving out of the lake house? They don't live on the lake. They're at the same lake. Yep, they're at the same. They're both Shuswap. They're like a 5-minute drive from me, Becky. But yes, they moved out of my house and they're in their own house, and it was so exciting. Hello, you made it. Hi, Kathy. Okay, so we're gonna ink this up again. This time we're going Pear Pizzazz, peeps. Oh, did you see what I did with that die? Remember there was the die on the thing when I first started the video? Anyone want to rewind and find out what I did? Bye, Eth. See you tomorrow. We're gonna ink this one up here. And we're going to stamp him right in the middle. Ta-da! There, a little bit of Pear Pizzazz. Okay, I'm going to close up the Pear Pizzazz ink. Don't put it down. Put it away, people. I'm going to put all those ink pads away. I know, Jeanette, they're so happy. She was so excited. Okay, next thing we need the Sweetly Stitched dies. I have to say that very carefully, or else it comes out very funny. So that's these ones here that just came out. How did we get the flower pattern? Okay, this is one of the new celebration papers. Okay, so this is how it comes. It's got the foil on it. So we're going to steal this die, and these dies were actually made to go with this set. And you can kind of see that there. It's super cute. Another set of dies that I am going to use for this, and it's only because I want some little fruits, was I grabbed my Sweet Silhouettes dies because I loved this branch, and I needed, in the picture, it's got some silver kind of like branchy pieces. So I grabbed that one, okay? So let's move you. And then let's grab a die cutting machine. Ta-da. Grab the paper out from underneath it. No, don't worry, Becky. People are always jumping in whenever. It doesn't matter. Okay, so here, we're going to come in like this. Center your can't, like pay attention to your can't and your enough, okay? That's kind of what you want to focus on. Slide this in and away you go. Crack. I just love that cracking sound. Okay, so we'll keep that one. Now, I did cheat a little bit before I pulled out that silver paper, people. So what I did before I pulled out the silver paper was I actually stuck a little bit of an adhesive sticker on the back. Hello, Mary Jane from Ontario. We're going to keep this because we're going to do a little bit of fussy cutting. So I'm going to take this here. I'm not going to worry a ton about cutting out the whole image because I just want some pieces of it. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. I know that I want to get the most important parts kind of up along the sticker. So I'm just going to go like this. I'll take my piece of silver foil. Don't you normally put the paper in sideways? I just changed it. Becky, honestly, it's super funny that you actually think I pay enough attention to it. I don't even pay attention to how I put paper in. Hi, Xenia. There we go. Okay, so now we've got this beautiful die cut branch. Now, the cool part, as I was saying here, is when I die cut it, I actually did it so that these parts down here are going to be stickers. And I'll show you how I'll use those in a sec. Okay, so let's get this off. You're from Niagara Falls, Ontario. Oh, Sue, you're another Canada girl. I actually was born in Ontario, Sue. I was born in Thunder Bay. Okay, so we're going to come in here, peeps. Now, I know it seems a little bit wasteful because we stamped it all, but we're going to just, I promise it'll look pretty when I'm done. I'm just doing a hack job to start, okay? So hack this one out. So you'd be surprised, we're actually being very tame right now. Sometimes with Facebook Lives, we can get a little bit carried away. And it's not just me, it's everybody else. Okay, so some tips, because you're going to see a ton of this lately, and people are fussy cutting sentiments everywhere. Now, if you would have asked me this 2 years ago, you wouldn't have got me to fussy cut a sentiment if my life depended on it. And then all of a sudden, I kind of started to love fussy cutting. I'll give you a couple of tricks. So number one, you need a really good pair of scissors. Stampin' Up's paper snips rock for this purpose. They rock so much that, look at Valerie's like, yeah, think you cut off part of it. Yeah, I cut part of it off on purpose. So you'll understand why in a sec, Bex. Just let me show you. So what I'm doing here, I got to get rid of the bits. So I tend to try and keep an even border around the thing that I'm cutting out. If you notice, I really try and keep the paper right in the corner of my scissors. So I'm not really working down towards the end of my scissors. And it's actually the paper that I move around as I do this. So I'm not moving my scissors. So if you kind of watch, my scissors are always staying in that forward direction. And I just keep winging that paper around to get it there. Now see, I have to stick my tongue out. Hello, Corey. Corey's like, hello, everybody. I'm here. Hi, Laurel. Okay, so we're going to come in here. Sue, what's your weather doing in Ontario? Oh, you couldn't see me cutting it. Oh, no, you're not talking too much, Becky. I like it because it gives me something to respond to when I'm crafting. I like doing when you guys talk to me. Okay. Cor, did you take any pictures on that hike today? Was it beautiful? My husband went to walk the dogs this morning. So we had Harley, who's our 2-year-old, okay? Not 2-year-old child. My children are 14 and 15. 2-year-old dog. So he's still a puppy, but he's a big puppy. He's like a 90-pound puppy. And then we had Cooper, who's our 4-month-old puppy. And Cooper is already doing his walks off leash. This dog, good Lord, he is so bright. Anyway, 100% recall, he's amazing. But of course, Sean goes into an area by us. It's called the Headwaters. And it's got the most amazing, oh, it's 5. Good. Okay. I'm glad, Sue. It's got the most amazing kind of trails up through the woods. It's absolutely stunning. But you couldn't live any more in nature than we do here. It's not uncommon for us to have bears or, the occasional cougar, the skunks and the raccoons. Like my backyard is a highway. Anyway, so you'll see, you get a lot of wildlife in this area. My husband has come out to the car occasionally and had to come back in because there's a bear hanging out by the driver's side door. And, you got to wait because generally the bears really don't want to move for you. Anyway, Sean went out this morning and he had to keep Cooper on a leash because there were coyotes, and coyotes will go after a puppy. Where do I live? I'm in Vancouver. So I'm on West Coast too. I'm in North Vancouver. So kind of, past, if you keep going over the bridge, so keep going west past downtown Vancouver. And then you head over to North and West Van. That's where I am. At your actual home, or at the lake? No, this is at my, Annette's like, really? This must be at the lake. No, this is not at the lake, sweetie. This is at my actual home. Now at the lake, we get more, we get moose. They're definitely like the cat, like wild cats, like the big cats. Yeah, BC's kind of it's an interesting area. Okay, so you'll see what we did there. I know, but it's easy because I'm talking to you and I'm not really, honestly, you guys don't focus too much on it. Lisa's like, yeah, whatever, Ange. But if you keep that paper turning and you keep your scissors pointed forward and keep yourself right, you got to keep in the crack, people. Okay, you got to stay right in there. I was out there 7 years ago. Oh, that's awesome, Sue. Okay, now Becky, can you see why I did it? So check this out. Now we can take that super cute little piece and we can pop it up. Okay. And so this is what we wanted to do. We wanted to add a little bit of depth. Now we've got this. We do need to find the white card base. You have a moose hanging around. Yeah, on your street, right? Okay, so now Jeanette's talking to you. Jeanette actually lives more towards the area where my place at the lake is. So that was actually how Jeanette and I met, was up there. And yes, we definitely get more wildlife. I have my retreat coming up in April. And at my last retreat, we had this massive buck that was literally just standing in the yard of where the retreat was being held. He was I know, I saw your skiing picture. And he was just hanging out. He had no interest in leaving us. He was like, this looks like a good little retreat. I think I might just hunker down. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to make sure, I got to make sure I'm gluing it on straight. It's close to straight, but not quite. Close, but no, sir, I'll just trim the card. Okay, no, I know. 5 is totally not cold. Exactly. You have family on the island? Aw. Okay, come through. I'm just going to use my bone folder because we want that crease to kind of stay down and my paper to stay on it. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to take, and in this case, I would absolutely have my mini dimensionals. I've got some weird ones here because they were from paper pumpkin packs. That's why they look like a long, narrow sheet. He was huge, wasn't he, Christine? And he was so happy. Like he was totally willing just to hang there. And then he kind of eventually trucked off down into the bushes. Okay, so we're going to come in here. Yes, we have deer and bears. I know. You know what? I have to admit, I do love it. I love BC for that. I love what we get in terms of wildlife. Okay, so look in. Are you talking, when we talk in Canada, generally we're talking in Celsius. So yeah, 0, isn't that like 36 degrees Fahrenheit, Canadian peeps, I think? I don't know. Okay, so we've got this. Yes, are we seeing it? Love, love, love. Yeah, he totally wanted to join the fun. He had some crafting he wanted to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I don't want the whole tree and I don't want the sticker backing, but I do want my branches. I know you're in Kelowna. So what we're going to do here is we've got this little piece set up, but I'm going to take little bits. Whoops, I just bent that bit. Don't bend your bits, people. And because I die cut, there's 32. You're awesome. And Corey's telling us that there were sea lions on her hike today. Welcome to beautiful BC. Don't get confused, people. We don't find sea lions in the bush. She's near the ocean as well. Fahrenheit, it would be so cool. I can't convert. I'm not sure. I've never been good at that. There's apps. There's apps for that, as my children would say. Come, Kim's been to it with Paulette. Come to one. It'd be so fun. Okay, so we're taking off yet another. Oh, what are you attached to? Okay, we're going to break that tree branch. Yeah. Now, the only thing here, you had orcas go by the other day. I know. And you know what, Valerie, it's so funny because we take it for granted. I was giggling when we were on the Alaska cruise. And everyone's like, oh, I'm going to go whale watching. And I'm kind of laughing going, wow, you're going to spend a lot of money to kind of see what we see on BC Ferry sometimes. But I know it's a different experience. You're up close or whatever. I totally get that. But it is how we do not take it seriously enough here, living in it. Okay. I know you will. Sweet Jeanette. Okay, hang on. So we're going to cut off. We just want another couple of branches. Now, I do have to be careful because as you can see, my branches are tied in to like longer parts of the tree. So I'm just having to kind of work around. There you go. Come on up. Don't get stuck. Your parents are going like, yeah, Alaska it was beautiful. But it is weird because we're going through Alaska and you take for granted here how unreal our scenery is. It was really bizarre because I felt like I was at home basically until we hit the icebergs, because we do not have icebergs here. There are no icebergs, loves. Okay, I'll stick this one. We're gonna give this one a little bit more beef on this end. Okay, so we're sticking those down. Now what we'll do is we're gonna take that gorgeous little base piece that we did. Ta-da. Resident seal just once a year in Toronto? No, I do it twice a year, Denise. So I do it once in April and then I do once right at the end of September. Okay. Now the April one's fun because good Lord, the prizes are insanity because I have all my celebration prizes. So as you can see, I'm not getting super nutty with those pieces of silver, right? Like we can see them peaking, but we don't want them to overtake it. Okay, and then we're going to come in here. I'm still not done. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to steal a couple more. You can see why I used, we are talking retreat. Annette, get on a plane. Get over here and come for a retreat. Can you imagine what damage we could do in a weekend, girls? Okay, so we're going to come over here and we're going to add, and see this way, because we popped up that thank you, see how we can tuck it in? How long are the retreats? Kathy, they start on a Friday and they go until Sunday evening. They are tons of fun. But yeah, it is. It's bizarre because you get, again, so where the retreat is on Shuswap Lake, and it is stunning. Okay, we're going to come in here and we'll just stick one more. I think I'll put you in there, in this zone here. Okay, my dear, so check that out. Now, this is so not a card that I would normally make, but I loved how they got to play and they showed off that gorgeous foil paper. Yes, do you love? When is the September one? You have a retreat in Sicamous. I think it is that weekend. It's always the last weekend in September, honey. So we've got those gorgeous ones there. Now, again, I've just done a card. No card is complete until I have some rhinestones. So I'm going to jump in and we're going to grab those rhinestones. I know. Christine, come. Seriously, you people. We would have so much fun. So I think there's 6 spaces left for the one in April. There we go. You love this card. Thank you. I didn't design it, but I love it too. I have an issue. I can't center that rhinestone. That rhinestone has to be a one-way ticket. Laurel's just coming and moving in, people. She's not going home. Phyllis will be with you. That's okay. That's life, honey. I can't worry about it. Okay, and again, I don't want to center it on here, so I'm going to kind of just go a little bit off the center. There you go. Now this, again, as I said, you guys, I did not design this. This was a Stampin' Up! Creation. But with being away for the weekend, and it was birthday yesterday, it was a little bit of a potty, so not a lot of playtime. Now, good news is I do have a card to do for you tomorrow evening at 5 o'clock, so I will be back again. Woohoo! And it's one that I designed. So there you go. Now, as I said to you, remember, you've got that gorgeous new celebration catalog. So that paper that it was my birthday. I'm getting older, Becky. This was the Flowering Foil Specialty DSP, okay? So you get 3 each of 4 different designs, and so it's packaged to 12, and it's 12 by 12 paper, and that's where that one came from. Where would you fly into? Kathy, you'd fly into Kamloops, and then, or I guess you could fly, did I do something special for my B-Day? Yeah, I taught elementary school, hung out with my grade 6 peeps. I booked this a year ago. I know. You'll be at Zumba. Reschedule. Yes. She's like, reschedule. Do it somewhere different. Thank you. Oh, I know. Now, and again, so like I said, those are those gorgeous new bits that you can get during celebration. So My peeps, I want you to, oh, wrong catalog. That's not going to help us. But you did the work making it, and it's gorgeous. Thank you, Xenia. I want you to come in here, and I'm going to show you just those ones that we used. Hang on. Jump in, jump in. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, there it is. I almost passed it. So we have got this one here. This is the So What Are You Like? Mid-late 30s. Oh, I love you, Becky. I'm 45. So we've got this super cute little bundle, and this is the So Sentimental bundle. That's that gorgeous stamp set that I was playing with here and doing the die cutting on. And then we've got the super cute coordinating dies that we were playing with today too. Okay, but super gorgeous. And look at, oh, $66.50. Yay, I get a free celebration item. So I'm thinking that if you get a free celebration item, you should probably get the Flowering Foils Specialty DSP. If you, same age as your dog, I'm still a baby. I love you guys, seriously. And the other thing that I want to do for you is, what I would like to do is, because we have not had a special in a couple of weeks, as I want you, right here, here they are. So if you get this is huge, you guys. If you order the So Sentimental bundle, that's this one right here, and it's $66.50. If you order that one, look what I'm going to give you for free. I'm going to get you a pack of those sponge brayers, and then you can get the Flowering Foil DSP. Now, what I want you to do, though, is we do need to include this with your order. So if you're ordering online, if you're going to shopwithnorthshorestamper.com and you're going to use the host code, you're actually going to order the sponge brayers as part of your order. You have to live in Canada. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to e-transfer you back. Now, I'm not going to e-transfer you back $11. I'm going to e-transfer you back the $11 plus the $1.10 you would pay for having had the sponge brayers shipped to you through Stampin' Up, plus the taxes on your sponge brayer. So you're not going to pay a penny for those. And then what you can do is, because you're over the $60, you can get your celebration item, okay? Anyway, you can also email me your order. If you're like, oh my God, Ange, I have no idea what you're talking about and I don't know how to do this myself. You're going to say, Dear Ange, I would like the So Sentimental bundle special, and I would like those free brayers. And that one is good until 6 p.m. tomorrow evening, which is March the 5th. You guys, thanks so much for joining me. It was so good to be on with you again tonight, and I will see you tomorrow evening at 5. Goodbye.